votes are in. You ended up selecting the character that we are going to feature for 2027. That's right, the entire year long, we're going to be featuring this character that's going to be going on with it. You ended up voting, and if you didn't end up voting, well, maybe next year we'll have an opportunity with it. To make sure that you ended up able to cast your vote into it, you can end up subscribing over to the YouTube channel where we in the community ended up having a post where we ended up voting. We have multiple different waves. We came down to a final four. The final four that we ended up having was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, Spider-Man, and Thor. That was the final four characters that ended up coming over with that. But who ended up coming home with it? Who's going to be the feature? Oh man, I got a perfect way to be able to present this. Just 1 second. Spider-Man is going to be the selection of the Bear's Lair for 2027. That means we're going to have 12 omnibuses covered, at least 12 omnibuses covered. So, what we're going to be ended up diving over? Well, I can actually point it out because right on this back wall is what we ended up having working. So, we got 12 books that's going to be all together. Obviously, we have to go with Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 1. Then it's going to be Spider-Man, The Untold Stories. And then we're going to be jumping back into The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to make a quick stop over at Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1. And then we're going to jump over into Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 7. I'm on the fence if I'm going to end up picking up Volume 8. Because, well, that double dips hugely into the big bad Roger Stern omnibus. So I may be done with the numbering, but I digress. So we're going to be jumping into that, which that gives us 8, 9, 10. Gets us over to Spider-Man, the Complete Black Saga. And finally, the Web of Spider-Man, the omnibus. Now, we're hoping on going over, and if you're seeing where we're at, that's going to end up finishing us off at when David Michelinie and Todd McFarlane ended up taking over the stories. We may end up going farther, but like I said, we're going to end up reviewing all 12 of those books, trying to go over with it, and probably make a good history of it. We got tons of books that's going to be coming out with this, and super excited. He's one of my favorite characters, and it's going to be a super exciting time. Do you have any suggestions? What do you think about it? I think it's going to be a cool success. It's going to come over with it, where we're going to have a little webhead action and get to see some good old wisecracking, fist flying, and web slinging going on with Mr. Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker. I figure after we finish the entire regular Spider-Man, maybe we would jump into the Ultimate Spider-Man. Or maybe I should put some of that in there. What did you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. I have this being posted over on both our TikTok and our YouTube. Again, thank you for the people that ended up voting into our big poll that we ended up having. Then if you're wondering about the results, here's the results that we ended up having. I was kind of shocked by that because by early voting, we ended up having Batman pretty much getting most of the votes, but he got drowned out by old Webhead. It looks like second place was Thor and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Secretively, I did want Turtles also as a little dark horse, but they didn't end up making it. Now, it doesn't mean that we're not going to cover any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thor, or even Batman. But that means that they're not going to be the featured characters that we're going to make sure that we're going to end up covering. So, the entire year of 2027, we're going to be featuring Spider-Man. So, just like Spider-Man with his Spidey senses, you should go down, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and be notified whenever we end up coming out with new videos. So, until next time, we'll see you later.